and all the different takes people took on the past. Wasn't it something, you can learn something different from each one? I kind of went with Holly. Most of mine are family, and being I'm a lot older than any of you, I had a lot of choices. This, of course, the McGuffey's reader from the 1800s, and as you can see, it's been well read. It looks like it's been through a family that's got 25 kids. But this one I thought was interesting because this little girl was quite impressed with getting a textbook. She has her name Jessie written through the whole thing. And this is a nursery rhyme from the late 1800s. This too has been well read. But oh, the illustrations in the old books are so, and isn't this the way to learn? We had flashcards. You remember the flashcards that were, these were, there's that one. And then this one. I couldn't let it pass, a child's card.
Surprise, surprise.
Well, I knew you'd be disappointed if I didn't bring one. This is from 1924. Wow. And it's, and they're so beautiful. I could recite for you all. But then most of this stuff here is stuff that from my family. This is interesting because remember the era when ladies had to wear the big hair bows in their hair? My mother was born in 1911. This, if you can imagine, was her hair bow. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. She had always had the nicest things. And then they would somehow or other, and my mom was really petite. She was 5 foot on her tiptoes. I always had a picture of her looking like a flying nun when she got her hair. And these were in my family. They were fish.
I have a pair of those.
Can you imagine? I mean, with all the technical things they have, they fit your feet right into the boots and stuff. Also in the family somewhere, and I haven't managed to talk them out of it yet, are because my family came from Norway originally, and there's a pair of the wooden ones that are really neat. This, let me get it unwrapped. With this, is my grandmother's pocket doll. When she, little girls, when they had long dresses, they would wear these voluminous aprons over them with the pocket, and most all of them had a little tiny doll that they stuck in the pocket and carried around, and this was her tiny pocket doll. So, and the original dress is still in there. Oh, she's seen a lot of years.
Must have made them really well then.
What's that?
Must have really made them well then.
Yeah, she held together.
Oh, yeah. And this is really.
People played with things, but took such.
I was going to say there.
They only got one.
Yeah.
This
got one now.
taken in. This is a handmade. It was my grandmother's, and it was a hammock.
Oh my gosh.
Now the first thing I thought of, because by the time my mom got it, my grandmother was, she had been gone a while. And mother said she thought it was that my grandmother, when she was a little girl, used it for her dolls.
Yeah.
It's like, I said, that would have to be one heck of a doll.
I thought it was a student, I was gonna say that's one head of hair.
Well, and then, because when I first got it, I looked at it, and I thought, no one is going to put a baby in this or a child. I mean, it went around once and they'd be out. Yeah, so, but Mom said she thought it was a doll. And then, this was mine.
I have one.
I have one like this.
80 years ago, so this is vintage, really.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I did drink a whole lot, but when I was putting the things together, I got to thinking after I got it done, I thought, my gosh, I've got 3 generations there. I have the grandmothers and the
That's awesome.
Yeah, see, I want a picture of you.
That's really neat.
Because I have one like that of mine.
Who has?
I do.
She,
Oh, yeah.
I think.
I think I might.
You still have yours too?
Yep.
And that's
Just one.
pretty much what I had. I couldn't bring the really big stuff.
You didn't let me have them, but.
That's amazing.